and welcome back to my channel. Today, believe it or not, I am in London. So it's Saturday morning. I travelled down last night, Friday, on the train. We stayed in this hotel. It's really small, but you know, it's one night. We didn't live anywhere extravagant. So yeah, we stayed here overnight, and now we're just gonna go and head down to the Olympia. It's like just down the road. And yeah, so I'll take you around with me today, and yeah, hopefully you'll like it. Hopefully we'll see some cool stuff. As per usual, sorry about my wobbly hands, but yeah. So yeah, I'll see you in a little while. Hi, so I'm back home now. Hopefully I've put a couple of like little bits from the show into the video, but if I couldn't work out how to do it, if it just didn't work out, then I'm sorry. But yeah, so I've got absolutely tons and tons of stuff. Most of it was free. I bought 4 things and that was it. Everything I thought was free. And I'll show you all, but I want to talk a little bit about it first. So obviously I travelled down the night before on the Friday, and it wasn't that bad. It was just really long, especially to be doing it with the baby. And then I don't know if it's like just because it's a London thing, like everyone's really busy and they're all rushing around and stuff, and so like some of the trains ended up delayed for whatever reason. The sun's just come out, it's like blinding me. So yeah, some of the trains are delayed, so I had to get a train into York and then a connecting train to I think it was Stevenage, then another train to Finsbury, then a train to, I think it's called Highbury in Islington, and then another train to Kensington, Olympia. So yeah, it did take quite a while, and you know, it was just getting off and on at trains all the time. And then when one train was late, so my train getting into York was a little bit late, which meant I literally only just made the connecting train, which was a bit of a nightmare. And then after that, I had only just oh no, so then I was late for the next one. Yeah, I was late for the next one. Yeah, that's right. So then I had to wait ages for the next one to come, and then so it like threw everything off, and then in the end I think I got there like an hour later than I was supposed to. And in York, I was absolutely horrified, right? When I was in York, so it's a big they used to be Virgin, but they've changed to LNER trains, and obviously I'm getting on with the pram and I was travelling on my own, and no one would help me get onto the train, honest to God. And I actually asked a couple of people, and I was like, you know, they were getting on the same train as me as well. They were stepping around me to get through the door, and so it's not like I was taking them out of the way or anything, but I was like, you know, I know you're busy, but can you like just help me lift the pushchair up? Because the LNER trains, they've got like 2 big steps to get up, and I couldn't pull the pram up. I did try, and a couple of people just ignored me, and a couple of people actually said no and just walked past, and I was like, you're seriously not gonna help? And I was in such panic because I was late and I was trying to get onto the train, but there was no staff around at all. And because they were at like literally the other end of the train, and I was like in such panic, I was genuinely nearly crying, stood in York Station. And then anyway, there was a member of staff had come as assistant for a disabled passenger that was getting on the train on the next platform. And so I ran over and I was like, oh my God, can you please just help me? And she did, so I did manage to get on the train. And then I couldn't sit down either, because in these huge linear trains, they've got like at least 8 carriages or something like that. They're huge. And in that whole space, they have 2 wheelchair and pushchair spots, and that's it. Nowhere else. So like I was just stood in front of the door, so I just sat on the floor for the whole thing. And it was, you know, it was annoying, but it just is what it is. And then I found the hotel pretty easily. Like, it was really, really small, but you know, really need much for a one night stay. And it was cheap too. For London, it was like 50 quid. And yeah, it was like less than a 10-minute walk to the event. So the next morning I got up, obviously got ready, went to the event. It opens at 10. We got there about 22, and already the queues were like out the door. So we just stood waiting. And then when you go up, it's in, I don't really know how to describe it. It's almost like an arena kind of thing. It's just this huge room. And then the second you walk it, I don't know why, but they have the event at somewhere that's got stairs. So the staff obviously do help you up the stairs with a pushchair, but to me, it just doesn't make sense to have, like, you know, there's at least, it's like actually walking up the stairs in your house. Like, there's quite a few stairs. So, you know, but then, the first thing you go to, so you get a bag pretty much for going to the event. You can either buy it, or I think some tickets like come with it included, but it's only £5 and there's something like 40 quid's worth of stuff in it. So I'll show you that. So that's like the first thing you go in, and it's just absolutely full of stores. Like, there's pretty much everything you can think of. Like, there's, you know, there's big companies with like pushchairs and stuff. There was like Eye Candy, Tommy Tippy. I don't know why I've included them in the big brands, but for, you know, pushchairs. But there was Stocker, Bugaboo, you know, all those sort of big ones. Mothercare were there. They had a whole section. And yet there was a lot of other like smaller brands as well that I've never even heard of, and they were really cool. So yeah, but all in all, like, it was a long way to travel, but I do think it was worth it. It was a really good event and I did enjoy it. The food, there were quite a few food things there. They are horrifically overpriced. I didn't buy anything from there, because just a can of Coke was £2.40. So yeah, and all the queues were really long as well. There was a really big baby changing area, which I think I included in the little snippet video, if I managed to upload it. There was like a big main stage where people did talks. The British Red Cross were there doing like health and safety and like baby first aid and that sort of thing. So yeah, it was really good. So this is the bag, and it's from Made for Mums. Yeah, it's got all sorts in it. So as I say, this was £5. So it comes with a CBeebies magazine, these little crispy veggie waffles. So that's what they look like. We did open the packet. He ate them pretty much straight away. Absolutely loved them. There is a Child's Farm baby moisturiser. This looks really good. A little tiny Tommy Tippy bottle. Right, so these are dry wipes, and I don't really get this, but they're called, the brand is Canny Mum Bamboo. If I can find them, I'll link them down below. I will link all of the brands down below if I can find them. But you can use these as dry wipes. I'm not really sure why I do that, because that's basically just a tissue, and I feel like dry wipes are really, really, really ineffective. But anyway, or you can just put water into them and wet them yourself. But obviously they're made from bamboo, so you know they're free from pretty much everything. They've got no harsh chemicals, and I think bamboo is like biodegradable and stuff as well, so that's pretty cool. Oh, there's teeny tiny socks. I thought these were so cute. There is, right, I wish I knew, I don't even know if this was around when I was pregnant, but I wish I knew that it was. And it's by C-Band, and basically they're anti-sickness tablets or lozenges. So that's what they look like. They're like cough sweets. And they've got folic acid in them as well, and they're ginger. And apparently they're good for morning sickness. There's an Aveeno baby. There's another one of these somewhere. There it is. So there is a body wash and a I've dropped it, moisturiser. There is a little Miffy keyring. There's a loop. I don't know. Do you remember Miffy? There was like a load of stories and stuff. I used to read them when I was a kid. There's tons and tons of leaflets and ads and stuff. There's a Mama Bamboo. I think this is a packet of tea. There's a lot of Vitibiotics, Well Baby, vitamin drop things, what are they called? Vital Baby Spoon. Ton more leaflets, and yeah, okay, all the rest is just leaflets. What's this? Reading Together, Tips for Parents and Carers. Okay, so basically this is like a book about books and reading and teaching children to read and stuff, so yeah, and then you get this magazine that's all about the event, and it tells you like where everyone is. So yeah, you can see just from that, like, it is huge. There are so many brands there, and that's the whole list. So there obviously was a lot of people there. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but I was actually invited to go by Man Baby as a blogger. So just for going with them, I got a whole thing of stuff for free from them. So I'll show you what I got. Right, so there was another tea there. It was this one, the snail, but I did have to open it and give it to the child because we were at the event, so obviously they did like talks and stuff from specialists, and I'll include all their information down below. But it was really, really cool. So there was a woman, she often gets referred to as the UK's leading breastfeeding specialist, but she said she doesn't like to be referred to like that because she's not like 100% pro breastfeeding, because she thinks that not everyone can do that, the same way that not everyone can have children, the same way that, you know, some people can't see without glasses and, you know, all that. So but she helps people to feed their babies, I guess. And she does know a lot about breastfeeding, but she also knows a lot about pretty much everything else to do with feeding your child. And she's really, really nice. She's been doing it for a lot of years. And she's brought a couple of books as well, and she's pretty much brought the only bottle feeding book out there. So yeah, and then there was a couple of the people who are like bloggers, who work for Mam, who you know, have either breastfed or combination fed their children, or, you know, whatever they've done. And they were all just so, so lovely. So I'll include all of their stuff down below. So yeah, there was a tea there. Now these are brand new. They've literally never, like, they've not come out yet. So there is this sippy cup bottle thing. And it's got a soft tea as well. So that's quite good. And this is from 12 months up. So they've got this new style, and it's like around like a geek sort of theme. And then there's some dummies to match. These are really cool as well because they're the air ones, so there's a lot more space around the edge, so that they're less likely to get dummy rash. Then there is a bib, which I thought was really cute. And there was a matching teething clip or dummy clip or whatever you want to use it for, so that's really cool. There is this bottle which has got like some zoo animals in, there's a zebra and a flamingo. Again, that's from brand new range, it hasn't been released yet. If you go on my Instagram, I did put up a picture of it. Right. And then there's a dummy set. Now this one's got the leopard and is it a koala? Yeah. Now I did open this because when I was on the train, there was, oh come on, it's too bright in here. There was a woman with a little boy, just a bit older than Noah, and he had lost his dummy as she was getting from one train to the other, and I was like, well, you know, I've got so many. I already took a couple with me, and then I was given all of these at the event as well. So I gave her one because she didn't have a spare with her, and obviously her little one was like getting really agitated. So yeah, there is a little like USB flash drive thing, a pen, and an information leaflet. And I thought this was really, really cute. It's a certificate of adoption for your little teether, and you can give it a name. So I thought that was really cute. So yeah, that's everything that I got from them. Next I went to Mastella, and they basically just give you like a bag and just let you fill it with samples. They've got loads of samples out. Yeah, so I got 2 creme change vitamin barrier creams. They're like 3-in-1, so they prevent, relieve and repair. Then there was a few of these Stellaria, maybe, might have that wrong. So yeah, I've got a couple of them. There's this one. This is stretch mark prevention. So they put them in like these little bags as well. So there's a stretch mark prevention cream, then a stretch mark prevention oil, and soothing chest rub. What else? There is a, do you know, it's half in another language. I don't even know what language it is, but nourishing cleansing gel with cold cream for hair and body. I'm not even sure what that means. I don't know what that does, but there's 2 of them, and another chest rub, and the same packet, I think. Yeah, it's got, yeah, the cleansing gel. Oh wait, no, they're different. One's a cleansing gel with cold cream, and one's just a nourishing cream with cold cream. So one's for hair and body, and one's for face. And then yeah, there's another chest rub. So that's throwing leaflets everywhere. That's everything that I got from Mastella. Then there's another brand called My Midwife Expert. I've never heard of these before, but they have a whole range of stuff. Oh, and there's special offers. I think I forgot to mention that. There's like special offers on at the show that like you would get it a lot cheaper than you'd get it anywhere else. So, like there were packets of man bottles, for example, that in the shops would usually be like quite expensive, and they were like half price or something like that. So yeah, these are all the same. So I got 3 Fantastic Skin Elastic, and 3 No Harm Nipple Balm. Now I actually love nipple balms for lip balm. They're really, really good. They're so moisturising. I've never ever, like, no lip balm you'll ever find will compare to a nipple balm. Just saying. I don't know how to say this, but there's Mamia Meal, I'm gonna say. So they had a few samples. Oh, so there's one of these, which is a badge that says I'm expecting. It's really, really good for if you live somewhere like London and there's you know, a lot of people taking the tubes and stuff, so maybe people give up the seat for you. There's 20% off code there, which is Baby Show if you want to use that. Then I've got 3 samples of the Tummy Rub Scrub and 3 samples of the Tummy Rub Butter. So that's all they are. And next, this is from Mama Bamboo. So these guys are really, really cool. They make, obviously, natural, organic, biodegradable bamboo nappies. Because this mum, there's another tea bag in there. She has spent weeks, months perfecting it because she tried other brands and didn't really like them, or like they leaked, or her kids didn't have very good reactions to them. So she's like tested them on her kids to make sure that they work, and like for sizing and stuff like that. So they gave me 2 nappies to try, and they're actually so soft. Like other like biodegradable nappies that I found tend to be like quite rough and papery, which you don't really want on your baby. So yeah, they're really nice. And we'll see if they're like leaky or whatever. Then from the NCT, there's a few bits in here. Just pull them out that easier. So there's a huge tube of pseudocreme. There is Organic Babies Baby Wash and Shampoo. I love this brand. They're so nice. They smell pretty good too. There is On The Go Fruit and Seed Oatcakes. I actually hate these. I might see if the baby likes them, but I just really hate them. I tried them when I was pregnant. Pucka Motherkind Pregnancy Tea Bag. And I'm pretty sure it's a single water wipe, and then there's a coupon on the back. Next, Lidl, Loopy Loo. They were there, so they had a huge stand there, and they had actually all sorts. So there's another leaflet. I don't think that's supposed to be in there. That was a water wipe. There is a packet of baby food, and there was also a packet of like crisps, like the carrot stick ones. But again, we ate those on the train because it was a long train. But they are really, really good, guys. Seriously, get yourselves to Lidl and buy some of the carrot sticks. Don't even let your kids have them. Just eat them because they are so good. Okay, we're nearly there. Right, so there's a little water bucket for in the bath. It was from Skip and Hop. So they gave them out for free. I've got so many leaflets. Like, guys. Oh, right, and apparently, I'll put this down below. So the person who invented this, their kid, has learned how to read with that. I'm just dropping stuff everywhere. And apparently at just 9 months old, his daughter could recognise words on a flashcard. So, I mean, I don't know how true that is, but yeah, apparently that is the case. So yeah, that's pretty cool if that is true. Then, oh, that was another thing I bought. That shouldn't be in there. Oh, when you go to the food station, they give you a free disposable bib, a free spoon, and you can pick a patch of food. And there's like 4 flavours for each stage. So they've only got 2 stages, but they've got like under 6 months and over 6 months. Yeah, I've got some Being Baby organic wipes, which apparently are like, you know, organic, natural. Well, obviously organic, I've just read that. You know, you're not likely to get like rash from them or anything like that. So I got this from Being Baby. Now you did have to pay £1 for this. There's 2 packs, so there was this one that you paid £1 for, and then there was another one that you paid a tenner for, and that actually came with all sorts in it. So there's 2 nappies to try, and then a packet of white. Well, I think there's 4 wipes in there. But then if you bought the bigger pack, you got a lot in it basically. Oh, and you get a free Healthy Start voucher too, which is quite cool. But you need to use it like pretty quickly. So yeah, there's literally stuff everywhere. I'm dreading tidying it because the room is now a mess. Yeah, there's about 1 million leaflets. Everyone you walk past hands you a ton of leaflets. So, oh, that's what yeah. Okay, so all of that stuff, so there's like 2. Yeah, there's 2 packets of nappies, some nappy sacks, some wipes, all of that basically for £1. I know, £10. And the final thing in this bag is from Child's Farm. So I did buy something from them, but they also gave me a lot of samples. So I've got, I'm just throwing them everywhere now. I've got 3 samples of the moisturiser, and they actually already included a big one in that. So in the thingy pack, my brain. And then there is a 3-in-1 swim. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a shampoo, conditioner, and bubble bath all in one. Okay, that is everything I got free from the show. Wow. So from there, I bought this. It's a sensitive shampoo, and the reason I bought this is actually, I don't know if you know this, but I have really quite bad eczema, but I mostly only get it in my scalp, like through my hair, which is really, really, really annoying. Obviously, it's really, really itchy, so then I'm scratching it all the time, and I've got like, I always look. It's not that bad at the minute, I haven't really been itching, but it just looks like I'm snowing all the time. It's so annoying. And it is really, really bad, especially in the winter when it's cold, the weather dries out more, so it gets more irritating. And then sometimes I get it like on my face, so you can't really tell because it's not so bad at the minute, but then I get like, it does all come across my face as well. And you can get like a medicated shampoo, but it's quite expensive. So yeah, it's quite cool that I saw that. And it was only something like £4. Next. So this is from Natural Bamboo. I don't know if that's the name of the brand. I've got a leaflet for them somewhere. But I got 2 bamboo forks. Oh my god, it doesn't want to come out. There we go. They got like a little heart at the bottom, which is cute. Yeah, so obviously these are like biodegradable. They're not gonna kill our planet. And it was really, really cool actually. There's so many companies there that were like quite conscious about us destroying the earth, which I thought was really nice. I got these. So they're called Simply Coconuts. I think that's the brand. And yeah, it is. So they do like a coconut oil body moisturizer thing, and then they also have the wipes. I got the wipes. They were like $1.50. They don't really have a strong of a smell, but the like oil balm thing, I don't know what it was, but you can use it for pretty much anything. And it was really, really good. Do you know, it reminded me of cookies. I don't know why. As soon as I smelled it, I just thought it smelled of like bacon. But yeah, the people over there were really, really nice. And oh yeah, so what happened was when I was on the train, the little one, I was feeding him, and then he decided that he was sick of it. But I was on a train and he was trying to grab the spoon off me, and he was like trying to fling food everywhere. And you know, to try and prevent that from happening, I was like in a rush, and it was the first packet of wipes that I could grab, and I was trying to open it, and yeah, I just sort of fumbled a bit too much and then ripped the whole thing open. So that's kind of annoying. But considering that happened yesterday, they're actually like, they haven't even started to dry up, so that's pretty cool. I've got a thing for these somewhere. I can't remember, but it's called M&Y. I don't know if that's short for something, but if I find it, I'll link it down below. And they've got this Face the Day stick. They've only been around for about a year, and basically what it's really, really good for, it's kind of like a balm. It smells really good, and it's really, really good for like dummy rash, because especially when they're teething, when they're stuck in the dummy all the time, it rubs around their mouth, and with the slaver as well and the friction, it can cause quite a bad rash. And so the little one's got one of those sort of dummy rashes at the minute, and I've been looking all over to try and find something, and then I came across them, so that was pretty cool. Oh, and one final thing, and that is it. I am done. So this is by Cloud and Cuckoo. It's a little teether. It's like a little rabbit, I guess. But it's totally hollow, so it's suitable from birth. I don't know if you can tell, but it really, really is hollow. Because a lot of teethers, they're quite hard and plasticky. So this, again, is made from like natural stuff. It's biodegradable. It's natural rubber. It's biodegradable, PVC and BPA free, food grade dyes, and hand painted. So let's see if I can get it open. God, they sealed this well. Right, so it's a little rabbit. So it's really, really good. Obviously, it's good like for babies to hold on to. It's like softer. It's nice because I'm tall, and it's got a tail, right? And when I was talking to her, she said her little one, it's really, really good for kind of stimulating a dummy, but it's not actually dummy. It doesn't go all the way in the mouth. And her little one, she gave this to wean her little one off the dummy, and it only took 3 days. Again, I'm not sure what the truth is to that, but that's still pretty impressive that I've only took 3 days. So yeah, that is everything. God, I'm exhausted just from doing this video. Yeah, it's been a really, really, really long weekend. But it was definitely worth it. I spoke to a lot of people. It was a chance to do like a lot of networking, and yeah, it was really good. I've enjoyed it. I've got obviously tons of free stuff, so can't argue any fairer than that, really, can you? So yeah, they've got another one in London in November. I've lost the leaflet that's got all the days on it. But there's another one in London in November. There's one in Birmingham. Sometimes they do one in Manchester, I think. But yeah, so I'll include the website for the baby show and all of this down below. And yeah, Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, let me know, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.